Welcome back to Oscar's Bonsai Farm. Just in the greenhouse. It's a bit cold and wet outside. So we'll do a small video on propagation that we do. So over here have Japanese larch. We put them in the fridge for 1 month. Planted them out into this seed tray here. Only had limited success after transplanting them out into the bigger pots. I put this tray in the greenhouse and had a second lot of germination happen. So I think I just tried too early in the season. So we'll adjust that next year. So we got some Norway spruce. They were half okay. They germinated well, but again, I think too early. So I like the spruce. This is a radiator pine. They 2 weeks in the fridge and propagated them and had reasonable success. Just a cypress that I collected from side of the road basically. I put them in the fridge for 30 days and only had 8 come up. So I got some more, thinking that's not quite right. So I put them in the fridge for 2 months. And I only just put them into this seed tray about 2 weeks ago. And I've already got 18. So obviously the 2 months and middle of spring is just much better. So this is our first year round, so learning a heap on germination. Next ones we tried was silver birch. Some said you can just plant them straight away. Had no success whatsoever. So the next batch was 2 months in the fridge and it was much better. I've transplanted out like 30 and I've just got these in the greenhouse. Just seeing if I can get, push them along a little bit and get a second lot of germination. Some have popped up, so that's good. Trident maples. He's in a 1 litre bag. I transplanted over 200 into these bags, and they've really been growing. But had a few issues with blackbirds, snipping the tops off, and a bit annoying. But I've got plenty of them, so we'll just keep potting them up, and eventually blackbirds move on to something else. Or I might put a feeder in the yard, and so they can eat the seed instead of eating the trees. Got these Arizona cypress. Got a blue-grey foliage. I thought it'd be something different. I had reasonable success. I was in the fridge for 2 months as well, and I think we got about 18 of them. So that's enough for now. Next season I'll collect more seed, and we'll, every year plant a few. So this little guy here. Here's an Austrian black pine. Same thing, they said you can just sow the seed and off you go. Well, this tray here had nothing in a month and a half, 2 months. Whacked it in the fridge and pulled it out. One's germinating already. These guys here got those 5, I think it is. They were in the fridge a month, but I've sowed this tray here, which were in the fridge for 2 months, and I reckon it'll be much better success. Down in here, I've got some juniper cuttings and some cypress. Not sure about the shimpaches. They're early yet, but the squamatas seem to are growing, so that's good. These are my plums. Put some plum cuttings. And these guys, I think are the Dawn Redwoods. Hoping they will be good. Some Contaniaster, but I don't think many of them made it. Got some fig cuttings. Not sure you can see the roots growing across the top of the soil there. Figs are pretty easy to take cuttings from. There's some more there. In here, got some cypress cuttings. I'm not sure if they're going to work or not, but we'll try anyway. Hawthorn cuttings didn't work. More cypress. Some look like they're doing something, so that's good. Pomegranates and some figs. So starting to grow. Some of them starting to grow quite well, so that's good. Some of the bonsai starters we're doing. They'll be ready next year, next November. Then we'll just go out into the yard and look at the other seedlings and stuff. Here's a Chinese elm, quite large. It's 3 fused together. That's the size of them. So the front's here somewhere. So we're air layering off a big piece here. And a piece over there. Haven't done air layering before, so I checked them and it looks like roots are starting to grow, so that's awesome. Starting to get a bit dark out here. So these are just some desert ash. I'm going to use them as forest plantings and stuff. A few of them around. There's the trident maples, radiata pines, and all our fig cuttings. Some jades, more trident maples. Blackbirds destroyed a few. More. Here's some oaks. We might just do some literati, sort of small oaks, and then grow some on. More trident maples. Hoping they'll get to 1/2 metre. I reckon they will if the animals leave them alone. Some apples. See, heaps more trident maples to plant out. These are my silver birches, Norway spruce. Just keeps the birds off a few with the mesh. And this big wisteria that we collected gave us a flower, which is pretty cool. It's a nice colour, really dark. Kale. Oh, that's it. Thanks for watching.